Hello everyone, I am Ravindra Shrivastava, Faculty Institute of Energy Studies in Dehradun. I am presenting here a presentation on BTech Civil Engineering with specialization in infrastructure development at UPES. This program imparts strong theoretical foundation to graduate students and combines practical learning in various areas such as structural engineering, surveying, construction management, geotechnical engineering, transportation engineering, fluid mechanics, and water resource engineering. This program builds upon the concept and methodology of engineering and project management. This program has been designed to suit the need of the students and industry from India and other countries, and the program skills and further sharpen the manage such a large infrastructure projects in India. To understand this program, that is BTech in Civil Engineering with specialization in infrastructure development, first we need to understand the meaning of infrastructure. Infrastructure is fundamental facility and system serving a country, city or an area. Infrastructure is backbone of any country's economy, and development depend upon the infrastructure only. Its service is essential to enable, sustain and enhance societal living conditions. Infrastructure, as you already aware, is one of the fastest growing field in India. To infrastructure, we can further divide into two areas. First is hard infrastructure and second is the soft infrastructure. In hard infrastructure, we further categorize into various areas such as urban infrastructure, which includes buildings, sewage treatment plant, water distribution systems, etc. And transportation, which includes roads and highways, railways, bridges and flyovers, metro, port, aviation, that is airports, which is very essential to run the economy or to run a city or any country. Then water sector includes dams, barrages, canals, etc. Then power sector, which includes coal-based power plant or hydropower plants, etc. And at the end, system. Soft infrastructure in our this course only on the physical infrastructure, that is on hard infrastructure. To understand infrastructure and role of a civil engineer in better way, we need to understand the meaning of the construction. Construction sector is further categorized or divided into two areas. First is real estate, second one is the infrastructure. Real estate includes industrial and other buildings like factories, special economical zone, warehouse, etc. And commercial buildings, which includes malls, hospitals, hotels, retail places, etc. And third one is the residential, which includes skyscrapers, high-rise buildings, apartments, complexes, etc. So this is the category of the real estate. And infrastructure, which includes utility projects, that is urban infrastructure projects, then your power projects, then your transportation projects, which we had discussed earlier also, and other civil projects like dams, industrial facilities, waterways, dredgings, stadium, etc. So we had gone through with the called infrastructure, the construction sector, where construction sector, which we have discussed in this slide. What is the current Indian infrastructure scenario? How much infrastructure we do have in India? As of now, we have total road length covered around 46,89,842 kilometer, which is second largest in the world. We have total rail network of around 1,15,000 kilometer, which is world's largest rail network in world. We have power generation of around 2,67,367 megawatt, and we have major ports around 13 and minor ports around 187, and we have international airport around 26. Now this is the current scenario. This is the infrastructure which we have, and the future need or the current need is also much higher than the what infrastructure we have. So, keeping in the keeping in the mind of urbanization and future infrastructure needs, Government of India come up with the several great projects like creating 100 smart cities, keeping in view of the rapid rise in the urbanization. Is also focusing and to passengers. Government is also planning to create metro rails in almost all tier 2 cities in India. Also planning to create 100 gigawatt of the solar energy through renewable energy. And government is building 10 ultra mega power plant to cater the power need of the, and this rapid call for the change of the urban infrastructure of around 150 cities. And government is also planning to create 45 new SEZs and 4 industrial corridor projects. The industrial corridor projects, that is DFC, dedicated freight corridor, is already under construction, and this is connecting almost all the region of the north, south and east west region of the country. And this will create a huge industrial development around the route of the DFC. Now we have discussed about the current scenario or the need of the hour or the projects which are coming up in the future. Current and since last 1 year, since the new government has come in the picture, continuously we are hearing about the smart cities, like cabinet note for smart cities soon roll out next month. Like India built first smart city as urban population swells. Like French firm Thales eyeing 3,300 crore smart city market in India. So we can say there is a huge demand in this area also, and urbanization is one of the bigger challenge in front of country like India. With an urban population is said to rise by more than 400 million people to 814 million by 2050. India faces the kind of mass urbanization only seen before in China, and many of its biggest cities are already bursting at the seams. So you can imagine the future of the scope in urban infrastructure sector. India's urbanization will cost about $1 trillion according to estimate from 5 years plan, and plan also crucial for attracting investment while providing jobs for the million or more Indians who join the workforce every month. To build the smart cities, India allocated 60 billion rupees, that is 962 million US dollar in its annual federal budget for the financial year starting by April 2015. Since last 1 year, we are hearing about smart cities. This is one of the dream project of our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. The Urban Development Ministry has identified almost the places where the NDA's 100 smart cities will come up. The smart cities is the most basic term are urban settlement that exploited technology to offer more structured and hospitable living conditions for residents through the use of the green buildings and through the use of the green urbanization. ICT means information communication technology. Forms the backbone of the smart cities and is the main tool to address common problems like congestion and wastewater, etc. Such cities have a centralized control which provide real-time input and availability of water, electricity, public transport, healthcare, and education. So this will going to increase the productivity of the people living in the smart cities. In the smart city, also put more emphasis on intelligent transport. Like smart cities have an integrated transit corridor where bus rapid transit system BRTS as well as suburban trains network are linked with the pedestrian and cycle lanes. Furthermore, there are ports to carrying people directly from point to point with no stop at intervened stations. So we can say through intelligent transport system we can reduce the uses of the private vehicles and increase the uses of the public facilities, which will result in decrease the pollution for the city. And smart cards facilities will also very much helpful for the smart cities. So this is the cities which has been identified to convert into the smart cities. 7 smart cities are being developed by state with foreign assistance as a part of Delhi-Mumbai Industrial Corridor. Work has already started. Now we have discussed about the infrastructure. We have discussed about the infrastructure which we have, and we also discussed about the future projects which are likely to come up in the next coming few years. Now we are talking about the future demand of the civil engineers. At present, the availability of the skilled civil engineer is proving to be a challenge in the Indian infrastructure sector, and this situation is likely to get aggravated in the future. You can see at present there is shortfall of civil engineers for skilled civil engineers, we can say, for most of the big infrastructure projects. By 2022, infrastructure sector is expected to have a shortage of around 3 million project professionals, which will be around 3 times of the existing available professionals. This is through a report by KPMG and Government of India. You can see the trend of the employment in the field of civil engineering in 2013, 17 and 22 is again from a report. BTech in civil engineering with a specialization in infrastructure development and at UPES, and this program has been designed to create construction management professionals who understand planning, design, execution and maintenance of large infrastructure projects. In this course, we put strong theoretical knowledge in the various area of the civil engineering. As I discussed earlier, all the technical subjects used to start third semester onwards. We probably put all the foundation courses in the first year. In second year onwards, we have all the domain specific, all the domain subjects of the civil engineering, like fluid mechanics, building construction, surveying, concrete technology, structural analysis, structural design, etc., etc. Additionally, we also put more emphasis on open elective system. Starts if it's in developing some languages like C, C++, Java, etc. So he can impart in that particular subject through this open elective. He can build competence on that subject, and he can implement that subject in to any area of the civil engineering. So open elective will start from third semester onwards till the fifth semester. In every semester, one open elective is there. Additionally, we also put more emphasis on program elective. Suppose a student has a very keen interest in the field of the transportation, so he can choose a subject from fifth semester onwards as a program elective of the transportation engineering, and he can develop his career in that particular area. So this is something, a different kind of thing which we have in our curriculum. With this, additionally, we put more emphasis on offshore structural design to all the students, as well as we put more emphasis on construction project management to manage, controls, plan such a large infrastructure projects. We also put more emphasis on softwares. We have well-equipped laboratory infrastructure. Like when you talks about the equipments, we have latest technology in every equipment, or latest available technology to create better understanding of the student. We have laboratory of structure, geotechnical, fluid mechanics, CAD/CAM lab, environmental lab, surveying lab, and model making workshop and transportation lab. With this, we also put more emphasis on practical training to the student with the help of advanced design, practicals, industrial tours or visits, survey camps, and 8 weeks of summer internship. This will create an understanding between theoretical knowledge which a student learn here in the UPES, and he can correlate his theoretical knowledge with the practical ones. We put more emphasis on software inputs also, like State Pro, MS Project, Primavera, and AutoCAD. Additionally, we also put more emphasis on survey camps. Survey camp is an exercise, is almost 1 week of exercise wherein student used to go in a whole group in a location like Masuri or Dalhousie, where lot of undulations are there. They measure the topography of the area. Then throughout the day, for 8 hours in a day, they used to have the measurement and leveling and surveying of the area. They plot this all this thing onto the sheets, and they prepare reports and they submit to us. So this is additionally this is very innovative platform to learn the concept of the measurement and surveying to all the students. With this, we also puts more emphasis on industrial learning to the student. We have industrial tour in the end of the 6th semester, in the end of the 5th semester, or in the beginning of the 6th semester. In the industrial tour, a student used to visit almost all domain specific projects, like one is from the transportation, like we had visited at the metro project. One is from the high rise, one is from the special framed structure, steel structure like exhibition center, and we also used to cover the transport sewage treatment plant, water treatment plant kind of projects, that is infrastructure projects. So in this industrial tour, we put more emphasis on the industrial correlation of the theoretical knowledge with the industrial practices to the student. With this, we also have summer internship of 2 months. We put more emphasis to put a student in the reputed construction firms to work there, to learn the industrial practices and to correlate those industrial practices with the theoretical one with the help of summer internship. This is summer internship is just at the end of the 6th semester. We also used to have workshop. Last time we had workshop on the Primavera. So this is the pictures shown here. Career opportunities. Enormous career opportunities available in various sectors of the infrastructure. A fresh engineer can work with the project management consultant, designer, architect, firm, contractor, developer, government organization, and public sector units in the various specialization of civil engineering. Like he can work on high-rise building project. He can also work in future coming smart. He can also work on the urban infrastructure, metro, roadways and highway projects, various areas or various type of projects wherein newly fresh graduate engineers can make his career. He can join as a design engineer, he can join as a quality engineer, as a site engineer, controls engineer, project engineer, or stat. So this is the a kind of career opportunity which a student can cater, and there will be huge requirement of the civil engineer in coming time in the next coming few years. We have very good placement record. This is the list of the companies that visited in 2014, almost 94% placement in this year, and companies like Tata Consulting Engineers Limited, Capel Offshore, Samsung Heavy Engineering, IREO, Paharpur Cooling Tower, Raheja Developers, etc. visited the campus, and the highest package was 4.5 lakh rupees, and the average package was around 3.3 lakh rupees. So we can say we can proudly say that we have very good placement record in terms of civil engineering, or in terms of civil engineering with a specialization in infrastructure development. This is the list of these. This is the various companies which used to visit our institute for the placement and summer internship. You can find all the well-renowned companies. They used to come for the placement and summer internship of our students. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes. Done. If you have any questions, then let me know. I'll reply you. You can try. I cannot assure you, but it depends upon the condition at the time of the counseling at our Delhi centralized counseling system in New Delhi. Thank you. ऊपर वाले क्वेश्चन विष्णु प्रकाश see as I already spoke to you that these are the companies used to visit at our campus for the placement. So for the academic year 2014-15, our highest package was given by Tata Consulting Engineers and Keppel Offshore, that is 4.5 lakh rupees. And we had given 13 opportunities. I mean, 13 companies visited to our institute. I mean, a student, if he is, if he gets a chance for 13 times, then surely he'll get an opportunity in any of the company. And the package, as far as the highest package is concerned, that is 4.5 lakhs, and average package is concerned, that is 3.3 lakh rupees. Tamanjot Singh, as I am reading your question, that future possibilities in this sector, as we already discussed, that there are so many areas are there in the field of the infrastructure. Like you can get into the buildings, you can get into the high-rise buildings, smart cities. You can also get into the metro, roadways and highways, bridges and flyovers. So these are all the various areas or various projects, various type of projects you can say, wherein you can work either as a design engineer, or as a quality engineer, or as a site engineer, or as a planning engineer, to plan and complete the project within the required timeline. And you can also work as a quantity surveyor to analyze the cost incurred in the project. You can also work as a controls engineer to control the timelines as well as cost to run a successful project. So these are the various opportunities which are shown here. You can get into the any of the sectors, or you can work with the any of the organization and mention designations. Shashank Sharma, I think our enrollment and admission team can reply your answer questions in better way. Like you're asking that I got 95.5% in PCM, can I get admission? As I already spoke, admission in this course is particularly depends upon the centralized counseling received. So it depends. I mean, it's better if you'll talk with the consult with the our enrollment team. Any other questions, please? No, we don't offer any. I don't think so that we offer any scholarship. But it would be better if you'll talk with our enrollment team once. बहुत मक्खियाँ हो गई हैं. Any other questions, please? Answer of Ashwini Agrawal. Uh, I would, I would suggest you to choose the interest of your son if he is interested in the field of civil engineering or any other domain like petroleum or oil and gas. So go through with the go through to the choice of your student. To choice of your son. In UPES, we always try to put more and more focus on the each and every domain of the engineering. We put equally efforts in oil and gas as well as civil engineering or infrastructure engineering. So, and as far as the package is concerned, of course, like oil and gas, and you'll find a little bit higher package, but in other areas, other branches like civil or any other branches, we put equal efforts, and it sometime it depends upon market condition also. At the time of the exit, that is when your son is going to pass out from the institute, at that time the market scenario on the market scenario, the placement of your son will depend. Like this year, we achieved a very handsome placement record as compared to last year. Madam, as I spoke to you earlier, that we have various domain-specific courses. If you look at the infrastructure, I had shown you the market of the infrastructure, the need of the infrastructure, the future demand of the infrastructure. Likewise, the future demand of the other branches is also there, also here, and uh, last time, I mean, for this placement, 2014-15, which is our final year passed out batch, we had achieved an average package of 3.3 lakh rupees, as I spoke earlier, and the maximum package was given by Tata Consulting Engineers Limited and Capil Offshore, that is 4.5 lakh rupees. So this is a good uh, placement, I can say, which we had offered to student. As far as demand is concerned, as I spoke to you, that there are so many areas, so many sectors of infrastructure. Like your son can enter into the transportation, he can design, and he can also work as a planning or execution or controls for a particular infrastructure project. So I mean, this is the profile. So you have various infrastructures projects, like infrastructure, like buildings, like he can get into the airport. He can also work for the smart cities. He can also work for the dams. And if you wish that your son will work as a structural engineer, so he can also get into the design. He can sit in office and he can design and plan such a large construction projects. Any other questions, please? Thank you very much for listening to me and giving your valuable time. Thank you.